Hello friends and welcome to Chatterfax Games. I am here playing the Blue Prince once again, ready to jump into day 2. So let's get going. I noticed there's an achievement for this game for beating it on day 1. I bet you'd have to be pretty lucky and know the game pretty well to get that done. Day 2. Alright, anything new in the entryway? Doesn't seem like it, so I'll just do the same tactic and try to follow a wall. Spare room, nook, utility closet. I haven't gotten in the utility closet yet. Maybe I should do that. Nothing to do here. Back indicators. I don't know what all these are. Cabinet crossed out. There's probably... Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's probably something to do with these. I can turn off the keycard entry system, and if I do that, I can set it to be automatically unlocked when the power's off, and that way I don't need a keycard. There was one thing I wanted to read there. Danger: toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Interesting. So I've got all the breakers set to on, but I've got the keycard system set to off. That should give me more access. Alright, I'm gonna go north then. I'm gonna do the den, because that gives me the most options. And it also gives me a gem. As I recall, there wasn't anything else in the den. So I'm just gonna head west. Parlor, bedroom would be a dead end. Lavatory's a dead end. Maybe I should do it just to get it out of the way. Parlor's the only one that's not a dead end. I'll go ahead and do that. This is going to be the same game as the previous day. Are the boxes the same? Okay, the boxes are not the same, but the rules of the game are only one box can contain anything. So this statement is false. These could both be true. One of them has to be true. One of them could be false, but either way, this is the box I want to open. And they were both true. Alright, logic. There's a set of keys here. A spare set of car keys. Not sure what to do with the car keys. Alright, I guess I'm heading north then. I don't remember the car keys from the last time. Chapel gives me more options. Guest bedroom gives me plenty of steps. Pantry turns right. I'm going to do the chapel, especially since I don't have any coins yet. So I haven't figured out what's up with the stained glass windows, but I'm gonna go left and see if I can fill out these before I turn back and go north. So preferably I want a T intersection. No T intersection. I think I should put myself into a dead end. Because I have more options. Okay, Apple. Apple gives me 2 footsteps. I think I established that last time. Is this the same note? It is. Want to be careful about going into the chapel because it will cost me one of those coins. I will have to come back this way. So when I come back, I'll go through this door here, but I want to see if I can get 2 rooms down here. So I want preferably a room that lets me go straight on. The West Wing Hall lets me go straight on. It won't let me turn left, but that's okay. The closet would give me 2 items. Kitchen, food for sale, but it would be a dead end just like the closet. Swing hall, that door is blocked off. What's here? Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any something may draft. Yep, so interesting. So preferably this would be the place to put in a dead end. Office, opportunity to earn and spread. Cost me 2 gems. The Nook would give me a key. I'm going to put in the guest bedroom for 10 extra steps. A magnifying glass. Inspect documents more easily. Interesting. This was the letter about the game in the billiard room, which is a mathematical puzzle. Anything else going on here? So sometimes even when it doesn't say so, you can still find items in these rooms. So I think that's maybe just randomly generated. Alright, so I need to go back through the chapel. What if I inspect this with the magnifying glass? Nothing there. All right. Doesn't seem to be much point so far of using that magnifying glass. Yeah, so I'm gonna go across and try to keep going this direction. Or I might try to turn up. Yep, there's my coin. So I don't want to go down yet. Commissary? Lavatory? The lavatory, there was nothing in there last time, but I wonder if an item could randomly generate in there. Closet is 2 items. Commissary. Maybe I should put that in. There's a gem requirement. I'm going to do the closet, I guess. Whatever I put in, it's a dead end. So there's a key and a silver key. And a gem. Lose me another coin while I work my way back. So I'm going to go out the den door. Is this worth inspecting with the magnifying glass? Lowry, May the 2nd. I wonder what this magnifying glass is actually good for. I'll find out. Alright. Down could be good. And create a, well, not a loop, but create a T intersection. I wonder if that's possible. If I create a loop, I'm done for the day. So preferably I want to go out or up. Commissary or nook or the storeroom. Yeah, so no matter what I do, I'm kind of putting myself into a corner. Commissary. I haven't been in the commissary yet. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff. Well, I've seen this notice before. Terminal password. Swan song. Swan song, so I need to remember that. So the magnifying glass can be useful. Without. With. Tub. Without. Bat. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16, but I know that red notices are lies, based on what I found the previous day. I can't use the arcade cabinet. Buy a gem for 3, salt shaker for 5, shovel for 6, key for 1, or for 10. Interesting, so if I can collect some coins, this would be good. Sorry. So I need to go left if at all possible. If it's not possible, I've actually blocked myself off. Hall or drawing room. Not the bedroom. Drawing room will give me more options on going out the other door. What's this? Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Like this room. So there's the entryway again. So I'm going to need to go left and then up to keep this run going. Kind of put myself in a tough spot here, but left at least should be fairly easy. bedroom or the kitchen. I'll do the bedroom because it'll give me more steps. Not the lavatory. Greetings from Reddington. Can't see myself in the mirror in this game. What about here? All right. Anything else to discover here? All right, here's hoping I get to go up straight forward. Security or the spare room. Security, yes, why not? Blue memos are true, red memos are lies, I knew that. I have a password for the terminal now. So I haven't missed any items yet. Keycard system. Gonna change offline mode to unlocked because I turned the power off to the keycards. And I'm going to set the security mode to high so there's more doors that appear locked with security cards because they'll be unlocked right now. All right. Log into network. So the password was Swan Song. This game does take place in the 90s. Staff services. Punch in or out. This service has been temporarily disabled as of November 4. All work has been suspended at Mount Holly, and all domestic staff has been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. So I can't punch in or out. Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon, so if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting you. Your friends in faithful service. Well, that's nice of them. They could help me find the 46th room. Request schedule change. This has been disabled. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. I don't know what any of those do, so I'll just not do anything. Remote terminal access. It's possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere. Office, laboratory, and shelter. All offline because I haven't put those rooms in. Electronic mail. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. So I need to go to the office to see email. Data transfers. Data transfers from Cinca are not currently available. Glossary of terms. Additions are rooms that are added to the draft pool. Most additions are removed from the draft pool at the end of the day. However, some additions are permanent, such as those found in the drafting studio. Okay. Oh, so there's a lot of things I could go through here. I think unless I have trouble understanding a thing, I'll not worry about that. Log out. Okay. So I discovered the passwords with the magnifying glass. All right. I need to keep moving up, so I can go left or I can go up, preferably both. Nook would give me a key. The boiler room would give me both. Power source. Boiler room. Interesting. I hope I didn't just cut myself off here. Seems like I might have. There's some sort of puzzle here. Okay, so that opened that up. Oh, there is a door there. Okay. So I can't go through there yet? Alright, interesting. So there should be a way to open this door. Let's see what happens when I put this in different positions. So I probably need to leave this connected for now. Okay, so that's listed as on. Okay, so the bridge is across because that's listed as on. But okay, so this pipe should open that door, but what would lift the gate? And I'm connected to this, which I notice goes up. Does it come back down? Here. So, for example, That doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh, I can turn this one on. So I can choose which way to direct that. So I now have that powered by 2 different things. But nothing opening this door just yet. And what if I directed it this way and changed this? Interesting. So this will let me that lowered that. Okay, so it turned it on. So what's going on over here? Okay. So that's current. Oh, so that unlocks that door. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. So I would need to power this pipe here as well. Alright, but what happens if I power left? That powers one thing. Okay, hang on. I think I can do all 3 here. So I just need to do that. And do that. And now all 3 should be powered. And I should be able to get over there. But this is not powered. But what happens when all 3 are powered to the center? I have a... So it can go... Right? Let's see left. I'm not sure what that does. It's like an air conditioning system. Interesting. So, it powers on these ducts. How many? Oh man. But the ducts don't come through here. So I'm going to have to direct these ducts somehow. Does go through there, but there's nothing there yet. Okay. I'm gonna try opening this door. Weight room, lose half your footsteps. Storeroom or dark room? Dark room, you can't see the floor plans. Weight room, lose half your steps, but it gives me the option. I'm going to do the dark room. Aha. I think I can actually fix the lights in there, or at least partially, by telling the air to go straight ahead. And then maybe I can see the plans in there. Well, it's not as dark as it could be. Are there items or things hiding around here? Alright, here's the question. I can't tell what I'm drafting here. Nope, it's all dark. For some reason, 2 of these are lit up. Oh, is that the airflow? It might be. Okay, so this is getting... Oh man, it's the weight room. I lost half my steps, so I was worried about that. But it tells me which ones have like a duct system. Okay. So I could go right. Or I could go left. Interesting. If I go right and get a T intersection, it could potentially keep me from having to come through the weight room. I don't know if you lose half your steps every time or just the first time. Let me see if I can get a T intersection here. Nope. So, kitchen is food for sale. Nursery would... I don't have gems to draft either of those, so storeroom it is. Coin. Key. Gem. What's going on with this bird in a swimsuit? I don't know. Alright, here's the test. Am I going to lose 9 footsteps right now? Nope. So it's only when you first draft it. That is a huge cost for drafting that. It seems like red rooms are all about, like, penalties. Like the dark room, you couldn't see what you're drafting next. Okay, so ducks in every direction. Furnace, you're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. It's the only one that keeps the ducks moving. But it's also... It's also a dead end. Spare room or hallway? I'm going to try the furnace. Okay. I think probably because I connected it up. That gave me another key that probably wouldn't have opened if that wasn't connected, I'm guessing. Oh, wow. Alright, some interesting puzzles. So, I mean, obviously I need to go north. That's my only option at this point. Laundry room is a dead end. Nursery is a dead end. They're also heated now. But if I do either of these dead ends, I'm done. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Alright. So I wonder if there's penalties or things to if it's heated, or if there's rewards. That's an interesting question. Alright. Anything in this picture? Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap as she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort, Something. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. August 22, 85, January 27, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering, blind loyalty to the throne. Hang on. 1186. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Black War. Continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author, and so November 17, so this would be basically the next week, assuming it's the same year. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at a press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the wave down a local mat. This is the 3rd major last year. It is anticipated. Charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on 2. Why was this snipped out without completing the sentences? February 22, 87. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Priceless jewels stolen in a dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves broke in the royal capital of Fen Ares. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Interesting. So, a lot of information there about Simon's mother, potentially mixed up in a theft. Okay, so I could go really any direction here. What else is there in these archives? Give me something to find. Surely there's got to be something. I guess that was quite a lot just sitting at that desk. Alright. I'm going to look for a corner turning right. But I can't see all of my blueprints anymore. Launder currency, gem requirement. Interesting. Or a nook for another key. I'm gonna hold on to my gem and grab another key. Noteworthy, that's just telling me to keep notes. Alright, I want to either keep going up or take a left. Or preferably both. $10. There's a dog tag with 10 on it. I wonder if that's going to be important. Interesting. Special keys? Nope. I'll just use my regular key. Aquarium. Aquarium is every color of room. Corridor. Always left unlocked. I'll do the aquarium. Why not? Every color of room. I'm out of gems, so that's going to limit my options. I could try going up another rank, or I could try exploring down in these corners. I think near the start I probably get more items, so if I can come back down this direction. I can probably collect some more keys and such. I guess I will use a key. Kitchen, bunk room, or archived? I can't do the kitchen. What about the archived? I'm gonna risk the archived. Interesting. I lost 2 steps coming in here. So it's a red room. It's a basketball court, apparently. And it connects to the... Oh, it's the gymnasium. Whenever you enter, lose 2 steps. It's the opposite of the bedroom. Okay. So I need to be careful about that. I'm going to come down to the archives and then take a right. I'm running low on steps. I could use a bedroom. This is my last key. I guess I'm going with the archived plan and see what it is. It's a hallway. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked, but it's a false statement, so that's actually... Doors in the West Wing are less likely to be locked. That'll be blocked off. Oh, because this is for Simon, and Simon doesn't like the color red. Got it. Mage chamber, well, I don't want that. Spare room, 3 gem requirement. I'll do the spare room, I guess. Nothing in here. So preferably a T intersection or a bedroom. Special keys, silver key. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Archived plan. I'm gonna risk the archived plan because I'm running low on steps. It's the dining room. Can pick up a salt shaker. Alright, I only have 5 steps left. Do I want to go down and see if I can pick up a bedroom? I'm going to give it a try. If I can turn to the left, that would be great. The mage chamber or the kitchen. I can't do the kitchen. Mage chamber, less likely to find items lying around your house. I don't know if I like that because I want some keys and gems. I'm going to risk the archived plan. And it's a dead end. Okay. I will go north then, if I can. Locked. That may be it, because I don't know if I have enough steps to get back up to the gymnasium. Yep. Well then, I think this is it for day 2. You have used all your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Might be, huh? Okay, 7 red rooms. Total rooms 27. Rank reached 6. Steps taken 47. Items found 4. New rooms 12. So I guess the rank is how far up I got. So I think I did better than previously. And you know, you have to question how much of that is luck. But I definitely solved some puzzles in the boiler room, so if I can get that again, I kind of know what's going on there. Yeah. Alright. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.